Hi, everybody. It's time for a haircut. It's starting to do this, but hi, guys. I have been away for a long time. I am back, and I came back to a whole bunch of packages in my shop. This is one of them. This is a Replica. I always want to say Replica. It's a prop replica from a new prop replica company called Paragon Effects Group. A couple of these people are folks, colleagues, and makers that I know for a long time through the Prop Replica Forum and some of the other forums that I traffic in. And they sent me this. They did not ask me to cover this on the channel. I mean, I know that they were probably hoping, but I know these folks. I know their commitment to fidelity, and I was going to open this on camera. I want to say, creating a company to make prop replicas is a complicated business. Not everyone who's tried it has survived, and there are all sorts of reasons for that. There are all sorts of reasons. But one of the key things that is difficult about starting a prop replica company is that your most devoted fans are going to also be your most rigorous and unforgiving critics. That's just a fact. Everybody who collects props is looking for a certain kind of experience. I've talked about the fact that mine is like, I want the thing to feel like the real thing, but not everyone wants that. Some people want a perfect fidelity to the auction pictures of the filming model that they've seen. Other people want a perfect as delivered to the set. There's what people consider to be a perfect prop is a target that is moving all the time and has very blurry edges. And when you make something, you have to choose something. You can't satisfy everybody. And so as a prop replica company, you are choosing to strategically disappoint people. That's really what the business model is. You're not going to satisfy everyone. The people that you are not going to satisfy are going to be very upset about it. And they might also be the ones most willing to spend, because it's also difficult. It's difficult to manufacture a prop replica. It often involves multiple processes, multiple steps. These can add to expenses exponentially. Anyway, this is a long way of saying I appreciate for a long time the difficulties in starting a prop replica company. Don't think it hasn't occurred to me. So the fact that some colleagues and acquaintances of mine have started one, I wish them all the success. And what I have here is their props seem to be in editions of 1500. This is 1182 of 1500. These are the ruby slippers. The ruby slippers from Raiders of the Lost Ark. No, I'm kidding. The ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz. Maybe one of the most famous MacGuffins in film. We covered some ruby slippers when Deborah Coleman Landis put up her show next to the Academy. You know, the way we covered this on Tested a few years ago, they had an actual pair of the original ruby slippers. And Paragon has chosen to replicate the ruby slippers. I am gobsmacked by that. That can't have been easy. And I am going to crack into this, and we're going to see what this is like. Very nice and simple packaging. Beautiful. So as you can see, they've got a stamped metallic logo. Look, even that's a choice, you know. That's not cheap, not necessarily cheap. Really lovely. It is embossed in there. And I love the ruby slippers as part of the logo. Logo is repeated. And there we go. Oh, I love that. Oh. see here. This certificate guarantees that the accompanying Ruby Slipper prop replica set was produced by Paragon Effects Group under license from Warner Brothers Studio, recreated from tireless examination and documentation of the surviving Ruby Slipper sets. These replicas are an accurate reproduction of what is seen in the classic film The Wizard of Oz. Each set has been hand-assembled under the strictest of quality control and will not exceed a production run of 1,500 units. There truly is no place like home, and we're proud that you've chosen to add this piece to yours, making it a cherished collectible for years to come. All right. I'm sorry. Dude. This is one of those props that that needs no introduction. You know, if you have these on a shelf, everyone is clear what it is. And wow. So they've done a nice little padding here with a little bit of a stick to make sure it keeps its form and does not slump under shipping. Desiccant for moisture. Dude, look at these things. Holy cow. Let's look at this up close. Absolutely gorgeous. Felt on the bottom. You know, two Muppets were killed for this. Kidding. I'm going to guess these are Judy Garland's original size. Oh, man. That is absolutely beautiful. They reflect gorgeously on camera, and they look just as gorgeous here in person. It's funny, the reflections are looking kind of like bright and white here, but they're all this really deep ruby red here in person. I think that's my camera trying to correct the light a little bit. I mean, you know, when those are on your shelf, no one needs to go, hey, what are these from? It's the Ruby Slippers. It's the Ruby Slippers. You had the power to go home all along. Click, click, click. Dude, these are just gorgeous. Paragon, my hat is off to you guys. I said that in the... Anyway, yeah, nicely done, everybody. Really nicely done. These are just beautiful. These are now, part of me wants to come in with a brush and add some sweat stains, just because that's sort of the weird way that I am. It's not like I'm a foot fetishist. I just, and not that there's anything wrong with that. I just like the idea of bringing them into a little history. But these are really beautifully made. Absolutely gorgeous. Clad in a red satin with a really lovely, almost scale mail of sequins. The bow is absolutely gorgeous. Rhinestones all the way around. Yeah. I can't even imagine trying to work with a factory to produce 1,500 sets of these and keep to a level of quality like this. That is not easy to do. And this is the thing about a prop replica company is like, 1 month you're a shoe company and the next month you're a sword company. And you've got to be able to figure out how to deliver those at a price that people, you know, expect and can afford. I'm saying all this not knowing what the retail price of these are, but I'm also here to tell you that Paragon has done a really excelsior job of delivering some gorgeous, gorgeous ruby slippers. These are going right in the middle of the shelf, right? You just want, when people are looking through, you want them to be like, oh, C-3PO, oh, Han and Carbonite, oh, ruby slippers. You know, they've got to get a pride of place somewhere in the cave. And it's a shit fight back there. I'm working on it. But it needs a lot of work. But once I get it hammered into shape, these are going to go nice and central. Thank you guys for joining me for this. Thank you, Paragon, for sending me this lovely set. I really appreciate it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me.
Hey guys, Adam Savage from Tested here. If you've ever seen the 6-inch ruler in inches and centimeters on my forearm and wanted one of your own, but you didn't want it to be permanent, well, today's your lucky day. You can now buy temporary tattoos of my measuring stick, my measuring forearm, at tested-store.com. Comes like this, goes on in about 30 seconds with a little water. The instructions are on the back. It comes off with rubbing alcohol, and hopefully it warms you up to the idea of permanently attaching a measuring device to your body, because I use mine every single day.